The problem number fifth. We have to calculate the Laplace inverse of cot inverse of s plus 1. We have to calculate the Laplace inverse of Laplace transform of cot inverse s plus 1. So the function is given solution f of s is equal to cot inverse of s plus 1. Can anyone just let me know about the derivative of cot inverse of f of x? Let's turn on your mic and please. Pradeep Bind, please. Minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, fine. And into derivative of that respective function? या नहीं? Yeah. So we have to write properly like the derivative of f dash of s. So f dash of s, which is equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus s plus 1 the whole square into derivative of or d by ds of this function like s plus 1. Now f dash of s, which is equal to minus 1 upon s plus 1 the whole square plus 1 into derivative of this function, you can just see to it that that is you're getting 1 only, because derivative of s with respect to s, it is equal to 1. Derivative of 1 will be 0 because it is a constant. Now Laplace inverse of f dash of s, which is equal to minus outside Laplace inverse of 1 upon s plus 1 the whole. Now we have to calculate the Laplace inverse of this function. Can anyone please from student side, what will be the Laplace inverse of this respective function? 1 upon s plus 1 the whole square plus 1
e raised to minus t into sin t.
e raised to minus t into sin t. Sin t. श्रेनाथ बराबर है आंसर? e raised to minus t into sin t. कनिष्का शर्मा, e raised to minus t into sin t आएगा या कुछ और आएगा? Either you have to speak up or just write in a chat box. सानिका, e raised to minus t into sin t. प्रॉपर है आंसर? Okay, fine. So just see to it that that is the Laplace inverse of f dash of s, which is equal to minus of e raised to minus t. Why e raised to minus t here? Because of first shifting theorem, s plus 1 is present here, so we have to take plus 1 outside. So in terms of exponential, we have to write e raised to minus t, and into remaining will be upon s square plus 1 square. So this part will become sine into t, or sine of t. If required, you can just calculate, put here Laplace. So Laplace of this function, you will get the same result, like Laplace of sine t is what, 1 upon s square plus 1 square, into when we have to multiply with the exponential by using first shifting theorem, you will get the this result. So this is our Laplace inverse of f dash of s. Now we have to calculate the, or we have to write the formula. Hope everyone aware about this thing. The formula is Laplace inverse of f of s, which is equal to minus 1 by t into Laplace inverse of f dash of s. This was our formula. We have to just put the value here. So Laplace inverse of f of s is what? Cot inverse of s plus 1 is equal to minus 1 by t into this part minus. So minus minus it will becomes plus. So 1 by t into Laplace inverse of f dash of s is e raised to minus t into sine t. So we have to write e raised to minus t into sine of t. And this is our final result. So hope the problem is clear with everyone. If anyone having any queries or doubt, you can ask. You have just 5 minutes. I'm just giving one example. Try to solve. You have to solve this problem within 10 minutes. Laplace inverse of cot inverse of s, as. फटाफट सब लोग स्टार्ट करो. Okay, finish. One by t into sine of 80. और किसको आया आंसर? Anyway, I will try to solve. So the solution, Laplace or inverse, instead of inverse, I'm just taking the derivative directly. So f dash of s, which is equal to derivative of cot inverse of as, 1 by t, just a minute. Yeah, sine 1 by 80, yes. Let's see. So 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus a square s square into derivative of as, remaining will be a only. So Laplace inverse of, or instead of Laplace inverse, we will take one more step. So f dash of s, which is equal to minus a upon a square plus a square s square plus 1. Now if you remember the Laplace transform of the standard function of sine and cosine, the denominator is like s square plus a square or something. Here you can see that is the s square is multiplied with a square, so we have to take this a square outside. तो इसको आउटसाइड करने के लिए आपको कुछ वर्क करना पड़ेगा. सो दैट वर्क वी हैव टू अप्लाई हियर. सो एफ डैश ऑफ एस विच इज इक्वल टू माइनस ए अपॉन 1 by a square. Sorry. We have to take a square as a common factor, a square. So the remaining will becomes s square plus 1 by a square. And you have to apply that is a Laplace inverse of f dash of s. Similarly here, Laplace inverse of f dash of s. Now you can just see to it that Laplace inverse of f dash of s, which is equal to this part and this square get cancelled, and in this part we can write as 1 by a. So 1 by a upon s square plus 1 by a square, you will get directly the Laplace inverse of this function as minus of sine of a. So this will becomes a by 1 by a, you will getting that is t by a. So you have to just see to it that Laplace transform of sine t by a. So what you will getting 1 by a upon s square plus 1 by a square. Now at the end you have to multiply with the main formula, that is a Laplace inverse of f of s, which is equal to minus 1 by t. So minus minus this part will becomes plus. So 1 by t into sine of t by a. And this will be the final result. रोशन लिम्बानी, क्या मिस्टेक हुआ है? प्रदीप बिन, ओके. डेरिवेटिव में मिस्टेक हुआ है. What about others? Please comment. Okay. Now, moving to next topic, next method we have to see, that is convolution theorem. So the next part is convolution theorem, means Laplace inverse or inverse of Laplace transform by using convolution theorem. Now this kind of a problems will come in examination with the mention of the this theorem, like the earlier problem is not mentioning anything like we have to apply the derivative or anything. But एग्जाम में अगर क्वेश्चन आता है कि फाइंड द लाप्लास इनवर्स और इनवर्स ऑफ लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म बाय यूजिंग कन्वोल्यूशन थ्योरम, means you have to use this method only, and 100% one numerical will be there in examination, either 5 marks, or if the offline exam will be there, then 8 marks. So convolution theorem is sure shot, one numerical will be there or one problem will be there in end semester examination as well as IIT also, internal assessment test. Now coming to the method, what is the method exactly? So the method is clearly state that if f of s is a function, if f of s is a function, then we have to divide this function into two parts. The first one will be f1 of s, and the second one will becomes f2 of s. But if we multiply these two function again, if we multiply again these two function, then you will get the same f of s. मतलब क्या करना है exactly? We have to separate the function, but the multiplication, if we multiply both the function f1s and f2 of s, then you will get again the same f of s. So the term is multiplication, please remember. This is the first evaluation of convolution theorem. Now the second, what we have to do. So the next part is we have to calculate Laplace inverse of f1 of s, and you will get that is f1 of t, and the second one will becomes Laplace inverse of f2 of s. This part you will getting f2 of t, because Laplace inverse or inverse of Laplace transform of f of s is equal to f of t according to the definition. So f1 of s का क्या होगा, f1 of t, and f2 of s का क्या होगा, f2 of t. Now the main statement of convolution theorem is Laplace inverse of f1 of s into f2 of s, which is equal to integral 0 to t. You have to convert that t in terms of variable with the first function or second function. It's your choice. So f1 of u, and the second function will be t minus u, means f2 of t minus u into du. So just remember that मैंने यहाँ पे f1 of u into f2 of t minus u लिखा है. It's your choice if I have to write, और अगर किसी को ऐसा लिखना है कि मुझे f2 of u लिखना है और f1 of t minus u लिखना है, कोई इश्यू नहीं है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. You can consider any function because the multiplication you will get the same. मल्टीप्लाई करके सिंप्लीफाई करोगे you will get, because at the earlier of convolution theorem it is clearly state that the function must be divided into two parts, but if we again multiply both the function then you'll get the original function. So according to that, if I'm applying with f1 of t minus u or f2 of t minus u, no worries or no change will be there. So just remember that if two functions are there, so always consider the smallest function as f1 and the largest function as f2. Why? Because during the problem solving or solution of the problem, it will help. मतलब आपको help होगा solution evaluation में, because we have to apply that is a defactorization formula as well as integration by parts here. So hope everyone aware about these things, that is a defactorization formula: 2 sin a sin b, 2 cos a cos b, 2 sin a cos b. So as well as 2 sin a sin b, 2 cos a cos b, and integration by parts. Already हमने cover किया है part, पहले ही module में देखा था integration by parts as well as defactorization formula Laplace transform में देखा है सभी ने. Now I'm going to take one example so you will understood very well. So the problem part will be the first problem. In examination, the question will clearly mention that is by using convolution theorem. So if convolution is given, you have to use convolution theorem, because ये problems आप partial fraction से भी solve कर सकते हो. बट अगर क्वेश्चन में मेंशन है कन्वोल्यूशन तो उसको पार्शियल से सॉल्व करोगे, आंसर सेम आएगा बट आपको मार्क्स नहीं मिलेगा. ये चीज ध्यान में रखना. तो कमिंग टू दिस पार्ट, द फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम इज s square upon s square plus a square raised to power 2 times. We have to find the Laplace inverse by using convolution theorem. So the solution of this problem, f of s is equal to s square upon s square plus a square raised to power 2 times. Now we have to see that we have to convert or we have to divide this function into two functions. So we have to take f1 of s is equal to s upon s square plus a square, and f2 of s which is equal to s upon s square plus a square. If we multiply these two function f1 into f2, you will get again the original function. So the first part is completed, or the first step is completed. Now we have to calculate the Laplace inverse of these two functions. So Laplace inverse of f1 of s, Laplace inverse of this part you will getting directly, that is cos of 80, and Laplace inverse of f2 of s which is equal to, again you will getting the same part, cos of 80. Now coming to the evaluation part or the third step, Laplace inverse of f1 of s into f2 of s which is equal to इंटीग्रल 0 to t f1 of s का लाप्लास इनवर्स आपने कैलकुलेट किया है एट द अबव. यू हैव टू जस्ट राइट इन टर्म्स ऑफ u वेरिएबल. So at the place of t you have to write, now both the functions are same, so इसमें तो कोई चॉइस आपके पास है नहीं कि किसको F1 लेना है किसको F2 लेना है. So we have to write as it is cos of AU into second function will be cos of A. At the place of T you have to write T minus U. The proof is given in a textbook but it is not needed because the proof is not going to come in examination. Only the application part we have to take for solving the problem into du. So just refer the textbook as well as a reference book and if any query is there you can ask during the lectures. Now we have to see to it that clearly, that is there is a cos of AU into cos of A into T minus U. So both the function, you can just observe that both the functions are trigonometric functions and both the functions are cosine functions are there. So we have to apply defactorization formula by default here. So if I have to multiply with 2 and divide with 2, then I will fulfill the condition of defactorization formula. So 1 by 2 integral 0 to t 2 cos of AU into cos of AT minus AU into du. Now just see to it that this is A and this whole part is treated as a B. So 2 cos A into cos B. कोई बताएगा formula, anyone? What is the formula of 2 cos A cos B? Sumit Kumar saying 2 cos A cos B. Pradeep Bin.
Yes, sir. Cos A plus B
Hmm.
plus cos A minus B.
Cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Okay. So we have to write integral 0 to t cos of A plus B means AU plus AT minus AU. So AU get cancelled. You will getting cos of AT only plus cos of A minus B. So AU minus of AT minus minus this part will becomes plus. So AU plus AU it will becomes 2AU minus of AT and into du. Now next question I'm asking, be ready. 1 by 2. What will be the integration of cos AT? Roshan, what will be the integration of cos AT?
Sine of 80 upon A.
Sine of
80
80,
upon A.
80 upon A. Okay. Rahul Pawar,
Yes, sir.
ये जो अपने सामने इंटीग्रेशन रखा हुआ है cos AT प्लस cos ऑफ 2AU माइनस AT इंटू DU, इसमें cos AT का लाप्ला ये cos AT का इंटीग्रेशन क्या आएगा? या जो अभी रोशन ने आंसर बताया वो सही है? सेम
हाँ,
आएगा या कुछ
सेम ही
डिफरेंट है?
आएगा। सेम
सेम
आएगा।
आएगा. सानिका, same answer we will get or the different? Rutuja,
यस सर, सेम ही आएगा।
सेम आएगा पक्का?
यस सर।
पूरे क्लास को सेम लग रहा है, सेम आंसर आएगा? रोशन, कैन यू अगेन रिपीट what will be the integration of this function cos 80 in this integral?
Sir, sin 80 upon A.
Sin 80 upon a. Very good.
No sir,
See,
with respect to du है.
हाँ तो फिर अभी ध्यान में आ रहा है आपको, विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू डी यू है, इसीलिए मैंने क्वेश्चन में क्लियरली बोला है कि इन दिस इंटीग्रल, मैंने ऐसा नहीं कहा है कि सिर्फ cos 80 का, मैंने बार बार यही चीज रिपीट किया है कि ये इंटीग्रेशन में cos 80 का इंटीग्रेशन क्या आएगा।
Yes sir, got it.
या सो प्लीज थोड़ा ध्यान रखो, मॉर्निंग का पहला लेक्चर है तो ये नहीं कि नींद में कुछ भी आंसर देना। नाउ सी, integral of the with respect to u, you have to see that u with respect to u variable, so here it is absence of a u variable, so you have to write u into, so this part will becomes u into cos of 80 because cos 80 is treated here as a constant, plus integration of cos 2au minus 80, so here you can see that is a u variable is present here, so we have to write cos, integration of cos is sine, so sine of 2au minus 80 divided by, now we have to just see to it that with respect to u means only you have to look for a u variable, so we have to write or divide by 2a. Now integral 0 to t, now we have to substitute the upper limit as well as lower limit here. ये इंटीग्रेशन क्लियर है सभी को या किसी को डाउट है तो प्लीज आस्क if any query is there. Integration of this function, okay, so substituting the upper limit minus lower limit, so 1 by 2, the upper limit substituting here t into, at the place of u you have to substitute t into cos of 80 plus substituting here t, so 2a into t means 2at minus 80, so you will getting sine of 8t divided by 2a. This is upper limit. Now substituting lower limit, so you have to take minus sign, 0, so 0 into anything you will get 0, substituting here 0, so you will getting this part 0, but sine of minus 80, sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta, so you have to write as it is minus sine of 80 upon 2a. Now the next part will be just simplifying the terms, so you can see that plus minus minus you will getting plus, so sine 80 plus sine 80 you will getting 2 sine 80, but division by 2a is here, so 2 get cancelled, and the final result you will getting Laplace inverse of f1 into f2 of s, means you have to write s square upon s square plus a square raised to power 2 times, you will getting 1 by 2 t into cos of 80 plus sine of 80 divided by a, and this is our final result. अभी किसी को कुछ डाउट है तो यू कैन आस्क. Whether you can on your mic and speak up or write in a chat box, otherwise cos 80 का इंटीग्रेशन आप कर दोगे और बाद में रिजल्ट रॉन्ग आएगा. So just see to it that with respect to what, with respect to, if dt is there then we have to integrate with respect to t. If integral is with respect to du is here, so we have to integrate with respect to u variable only. I'm just giving one examples. Try to solve. The second problem will be we have to calculate Laplace inverse of s upon s square plus 3 raised to power 2 times. सिर्फ मैं यहाँ पे सेपरेट करके दे देता हूँ फंक्शन. The function will be f1 of s that is equal to s upon s square plus 3. Instead of 3 we have to take simple one, otherwise बाद में आप लोग को दिक्कत होगा. 9. So 3 square and f2 of s we have to take 1 by s square plus 3 square. So this is a Laplace inverse of, you can take directly, that is cos of 3t, but here it is not sin 3t. So you have to multiply and divide by 3. तो मतलब जब इसका Laplace inverse आप निकालोगे, Laplace inverse of f1 of s, you will getting cos of 3t. You will getting Laplace inverse of f2 of s 1 by 3 into sine of 3t, because we have to adjust it properly. 3 upon s square plus 9. So अब इन दोनों को आगे इसी फॉर्मूले में रख के इंटीग्रेट करना है आपको. इसमें इधर आएगा जो आपको कंसीडर करना है, यू हैव टू कंसीडर एंड इंटीग्रेट. यू हैव 10 मिनट्स. मैं अटेंडेंस ले लेता हूँ. 10:30 तक आपको करना है. अगर नहीं होता है तो जस्ट ट्राई टू सॉल्व एट होम.